Hello, 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 everybody. It's time for your Thursday Thunder reading. Hey. All right. Hi, everyone. Muse Medicina here. I'm going to do a reading for you. This is Thursday Thunder. So why Thursday Thunder? One, I'm a sucker for alliteration. Two, Thursday is Jupiter's day, Thor's day, and Jupiter is all about expansion, is all about the happiness that comes with receiving gifts and also offering gifts. So the point of the Thursday Thunder reading is to help us align more to how we can best be of service to the world, to ourselves, to the vessels that we came through, so we can give what we are here to offer. And also to help us understand the reciprocity of that offering, okay? So I highly recommend getting a chart reading of your own if you never have. And you can understand so much. It doesn't matter what modality, what culture. I, of course, encourage everyone to honor your own cultures when doing any kind of ancestral, astrological, etc. work. Whatever cultures you choose to be moved toward and receive from, make sure you are in reciprocity with that culture. You honor the names of the people, you honor the ancestors of the people, you pay those people for the work that they are doing, okay? So, speaking of paying for work, my name is Eutimia Cruz Montoya. I am the daughter of Deborah Montoya and Carlos Martin de Anda Vázquez. I am the granddaughter of Cecilia Montoya de Salazar, Cristobal Montoya, Alfredo Ramirez Vázquez, and Cruz de Anda Vázquez. And I am the great-granddaughter of Felicita and her sister Estefana, the great-granddaughter of Papa Juan, Mama Andrea, Mama Kika, the great-granddaughter of Carlos Montoya and his wife Eutimia Montoya de Sena. And I'm here to honor my ancestors and do a reading for you. I want to remind us all that we are still in the beginning stages of a revolution, that Black Lives Matter, that people are here to overturn the cis hetero white supremacist patriarchy, and that we are still we're still in it, and that you have come at this time to also be in it. So I'm gonna get into this reading. My Cash App is Muse Medicina, my Venmo is Eutimia-Montoya, and my PayPal is eutimia@gmail.com. Son is with his dad, but he's a chichi boy, so you might hear him yelling because we still breastfeed. I'm discovering how long that's gonna last. It's been intense. Hometeo, Great Spirit, I ask for the stillness we need to understand our place here now. I ask for justice. I ask for justice for all those harmed by police violence. I ask for justice for children in cages at the border. I ask for justice for those murdered because of white supremacy from antiquity until now. I ask for justice in birthing spaces for Black mothers and brown mothers and birthing people and Indigenous mothers and birthing people. I ask for courage for all of us to do our work, our deep, dark, ugly internal work that it will take to heal the poison of white supremacy within. I ask for mercy from ourselves and from forces that would seek to harm. I ask for the protection of our highest selves, our cosmic families, our ancestors and guides, our honorable ancestors. I ask for protection from our archangels, from our star people. I ask that we walk in our divine highest truth as we move toward this long process toward collective liberation. Okay. This is the Santa Muerte deck. It's my favorite. Old Faithful. I'm just going to shuffle until Creator decides what cards. Have your cards. Ooh, bam. That's the first one. The Fool. I love the Fool. I love the Fool. I love the Foo. My man ran Foo. We'll talk about that later. All right, the Fool. So I want you guys all to take a really close look at this really awesome depiction of the Fool. He's got a box with a heart. It's like brimming. There's so much stuff in it. Has his little pancho. He's got his sombrero. He's wearing a smile. He's bringing his guitarra. There's a butterfly on there. So in Mexica tradition, when our ancestors pass, they become butterflies. So we have a big, beautiful monarch butterfly that flies in my yard. And when Mijito sees it, I always say, there's grandma. That's my grandma, right? And so I have this affinity to butterflies because in my tradition, in my upbringing, they are our ancestors. So this is to say, follow the guides of the ancestors, okay? Now, I know it's kind of buzzy right now, and not just buzzy, but everybody is like, ancestral medicine, come back to our ancestors. What does that mean? That means that every single human in our bloodline who's lived before us also lives in us. Okay, that means that the spiritual world, the unseen realm, is a place to check in, to receive messages from our spiritual guides and helpers. So one of the first things I learned about tarot when I started practicing about 15 years ago was that free association, like free association with anything, whatever it comes out looking at for you, that's what the first thing is, right? Because you're the one who knows you. You're the one who knows your body. You're the one who knows your ancestors. You're the one who lives in you, that understands what only you understand for you. So it doesn't matter how powerful a bruja you go to get your reading, you're the one who knows best, okay? So then I ask, and I'll do two screens because I have two devices here. First, what do you see? What is this telling you? And if you're not seeing the image right now, what do you feel? What's the first thing that comes to you? That is how spirit works. My dear teacher, Nataline, taught me that spirit speaks to you how you want to be spoken to. Okay, cultura, rebirth, thank you for responding. Hi, Primavero. Spirit speaks to you how you need to be spoken to. So I've shared with some of you, Raíces Mexica, we are the ancestors. Oh, Meteo, hermana, yes. We're going to be the new ancestors, right? So what are we doing right now? Thank you for saying that. Being comfortable, being foolish and wrong. Yes, that's what the Fool is all about at square one. And in this colonized society, we're taught like, oh, you got to have all these degrees. You got to have all this education. You got to be knowing. And if you're 40 and you don't know, then what's wrong with you kind of thing. It's caca. It's stupid. Being in a Fool's position is a very potent, as in it has a lot of potential place to be. It's powerful. So this is an invitation to be very present with what's going on, to be aware. Oftentimes the Fool is depicted by somebody wanting to go off of the edge of a cliff or something, jumping and the net will appear, or knowing that they're having faith that even though you don't know where the bottom is, you're going to find it. You're going to land on your feet. Okay? The Fool is an invitation to not know and to be okay with not knowing. The Fool is an invitation to give yourself permission to try stuff you've never tried before. So let's turn it onto the current events. Right now, the uprisings, we have permission to find our place. Something that my sister Speech has been saying, which I'm grateful for, is be ready for the long haul. Okay, make sure you do your self-care. And a lot of different teachers on Instagram, etc., are talking about we need to find our place in this, and it's not all at the front lines, right? It could be in the academic side, it could be in the spreading knowledge side, it could be in the music side, offering inspiration, information. Whatever you are, you can do, you have the permission to redo, to start again, to not know. Okay, the Fool is so powerful because it's pure potential. Okay, so let's see what else people said that they saw in this. Rebirth, cultura, new start, raíces, mexica. We are the ancestors. Dance with our ancestors. Be comfortable being foolish and wrong. Dancing and tripping and learning. Yes. Could you tell us, repeat which deck? This is the Santa Muerte deck. Thank you for saying that. Yes. Okay, that's the Fool. No further more specific on that. All right, Five of Swords. So this is also a very powerful card. Swords, look at these homies. There's a man and a woman, so we've got that feminine and masculine aspect, and they are walking toward Five Swords pointing at them. It's like a dark corridor. It looks like there's someone coming from behind them too. Okay, so fives to me are work. Fives are about after you've set a foundation, you've got extra work to put in to create what you want to create from that foundation. Okay, so this says to me that yes, be willing and ready to start anew and to not know, and whatever it is, you're gonna have to work for it, right? We're not in the clear right now. Speaking to me personally, and I did a live yesterday about being a light-skinned Chicana and about colorism and the harm it causes, and how all colorism is white supremacy, and how we are inundated with the poison of white supremacy from birth, from before birth, especially if you were born in the medical industrial complex and there was a white man who decided when and where and how you were going to be born, which happens still to this day, especially to black bodies and brown bodies. And to white bodies too. It's still all white supremacy. This is really about what we have to work on within ourselves. And when there's a duality, when there's a masculine and feminine together, to me that always and very often speaks to our own internal duality that we have to deal with, that we have to work with, so that we can contend with the part of us that just wants to be peaceful and the part of us that wants to rage. Okay, to contend with the part of me that is a wild and free indígena descalza, or the part of me that is the colonizer rapist within, because I'm both, right, based on my ancestry. So the work is external, yes, but it's really, really internal too. Do you think these cops are wounded as fuck, abused children? They're the biggest domestic violence perpetrators in the United States are cops. Very sick humans. So if we heal ourselves, we are actually healing the collective. Okay? Yeah, there's so much else I could say about that. Okay. Furthermore specific, does anybody have any questions specifically? Which way, creator, which way? Yep. Temperance. Ha! Just be patient, y'all. Just kidding. That's Temperance is an interesting card. Temperance is often shown what this mujer Rona is doing, pouring glass into glass. I feel like she's always doing some kind of a science experiment and testing something. Okay. But temperance also points to patience. Temperance points to allowing yourself to fully feel what you're feeling, to give yourself permission to externalize what's internal, especially if it is some kind of a negative thing, so that when the actual work is in your face, you can do that work from a non-charged place. Yes, thank you, Scarlett. Balance. Temperance is about balance, but know that you cannot find balance without doing this first. Okay, so that's why you see she's pouring a little bit of this cup into that cup and a little bit of that cup into this cup. She has the pyramides behind her. She has the like antiquity. Once again, the ancestors are on her side. She is adorned, so that's something I want to speak to. We cannot fully serve our collective, our community, if we are not fully serving ourselves. Okay, and I know it's very interesting, especially watching the freedom fighters of my mother's generation, that there's a lot of like martyrdom, a lot of selfless giving. And the difference between being selfish and being self-careful, self-caring, I read a meme, go figure, meme culture, and it made a lot of sense. And it said something like, caring for myself is honoring my needs over your desires, whereas being selfish is honoring my desires over your needs. So we can honor our needs and still show up and help the needs of others, but moreover, we cannot serve from an empty cup. So this is a reminder to also fill your cup, okay? To also give yourself what you need so that you can show up offering, okay? And why I said adornment, in many indigenous traditions, part of my ancestry is from the pueblos of New Mexico, and there is a man from one of the pueblos. His name is James Ukwala. You can look him up on YouTube. And he gave me this really wonderful, not me, it was a video I watched through one of my maestras, Maestra Sisi. It was this whole understanding of the ceremony behind how we dress. Okay, so for those of you on the front lines, you understand, you wear your mask, you wear your eye gear, you wear your headgear, you wear your non-intelligible clothes, you cover your tattoos, you are doing stuff that is setting you up for the ceremony of resistance. Okay, there are reasons behind what we wear. When I go into my really heavy spiritual work, when I'm extracting dark forces out of people's bodies, etc., do you think I wear this? No, right? I wear what feels like I'm walking into a spiritual place of healing. And I have a whole process when I go into clinic with people. So this is not just about being temperate for yourself and pacing yourself and honoring your needs before battle. This is also about understanding what your battle needs are. This is about preparations. Okay, preparing yourself for what is needed at this time. So like making sure you drink enough water. If you are someone who's going to be speaking, making sure that if you have a lot of attention on you, you are armored spiritually, if physically, if you feel the call for that, if you need to wear some protective gear, literally, have your pouch on you, have your talismans, your medallions, have your ancestor medicine, have your corn in your pocket, have your obsidiana and your obligo, whatever your tradition is, you need to make sure you are prepared. Okay. Any more questions, my beautiful people? Yes. Oh, that makes sense. Thank you. You're welcome. All right. So this is the reading. Don't be scared to be a fool. Start from somewhere, especially those of us who are really invested in our anti-racist work right now. You need to be willing to take the leap, to put yourself at risk, to be willing to look stupid, to be willing to call out so you can fix it. Okay, to be the fool. And in this uprising, you need to understand that you might not know what to do, but you need to give yourself permission to try to learn something new. Okay, the work is only just coming. Okay, the work is only just coming. And so we have to be ready for that work, and specifically the internal work, the internal dark shit. We cannot heal a society if we are all effed up on the inside. If we have suicidal ideations, if we have homicidal ideations, which are totally valid because shit's fucked up, we need to look at that. We need to take a moment and be like, yo, hey, dark ass bitch Themia, that's me. I became a powerful exorcist when I befriended the demon within. Just saying. And pace yourself. Know what you're getting into. Pick your battles. Pick your gear. Okay? Feed yourself. Water yourself. Yes, I do private readings. You can go to my website, musemedicina.com. I do consults. So I am a Chinese medicine doctor by trade. I come from a lineage of seers. I'm a channel, I'm a medium. I've been practicing hands-on healing, which I will get back to as soon as the COVID stuff kind of, we'll see. Now that I'm breastfeeding, I don't do a whole lot of hands-on. It depends. I can interview you for that if that's something you want. But I'm a lineage hands-on healing practitioner and a seer. And I've been practicing and studying Chinese medicine since 2004. So my consults span pretty much everything, like anything that you could be dealing with that you have undesirable symptoms for. I can at least give you some perspective on how to help yourself heal you, or give you some perspective on how your physiology works from a Chinese medicine perspective, which is an ancient form of medicine, so that you don't feel powerless. Okay. Before all of this stuff, before I became a mom, my specialty in clinic was helping people who have gone to the doctor and they still don't feel well. So pretty much helping heal things that nobody can heal. Okay, so you can set that up. I also do tarot readings. I'm also getting back into postpartum work. And then I also have been recently teaching online courses. The next one coming up starts Monday, and it is the second cohort of my Birthing Basics course, which I'm also thinking about calling Healing Birth. And it's a decolonizing the birthing portal from an indigenous and Chinese medicine perspective. So that's up there. My prices are on my website. There are scholarships available, preference given to the descendants of the American genocide and the American slavery. So by POC, get preference on my discounts. Yeah. Cash App, Muse Medicina. PayPal, euthymia@gmail.com, and Venmo, euthymia-montoya, if you just want to support my work. Yeah, and I am super here for all of it. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for clapping for me. Who is Boy Prada Boy? I'm gonna look you up. People say I love you all the time, and I don't use those words lightly, but I appreciate the sentiment. And I sure do hope to grow to love at least some of you. Hello, beautiful. Send you the link of what, Boy Prada Boy? Everything, if you're on Instagram, everyth's in my link tree. All my offerings are in my link tree. It's real simple. I really like link tree. You just put where you want people to go and bam! I'm just trying to read stuff, yeah. You're welcome. Tlazokamati, of course, beautiful. You're welcome. You're welcome. I love you too, Mana. Hello, beautiful sister Charmaine. There are healers in the community, y'all. There are a lot of people here to help these transitions. I want to remind you all that part of the ways the white, cis, hetero, supremacist patriarchy keeps us down is keeping us away from the knowledge of our own body's systems. And if we are beholden to the medical industrial complex, if we have to buy certain meds from them for the rest of our lives, that's control, that's power. So if we literally want to decolonize, then we have to decolonize starting with our bodies. And that's part of the reason I'm super passionate about birth work. Decolonizing doesn't just look like burning shit. Decolonizing looks like going within and relearning from our ancestral understanding, from our DNA knowledge, and from different teachers, of whom I have so many, relearning how we are enough for us. So if you're somebody who suffers from an ailment, a disease that you cannot heal from, I want you to know that part of the work is unlearning that, rewriting that, and knowing that your body's innate intelligence is enough, and ancestral medicine consistently and honorably, spiritually, physically, mentally, and emotionally can heal you if you commit to it. Okay, there's no quick fix pill. Honestly, the pills are just fucking your kidneys and liver up. Yeah, so there's that. Orale pues. All right, many blessings. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you for tuning in. Please share if this resonates. Follow, take my classes if you want. Tell me anything. I'm open to receive your sabiduría, your essence, your understanding as well. And viva la revolución. Ciao.